Give me a minute to introduce our powder toll processing services using air classifiers and sieves. Solder powder comes in various grades. Types 2 to 5 are typically produced using a sieving process. Recently, as electronic circuits have become increasingly compact, the demand for finer solder powder has grown significantly. Type 6 is from 5 to 15 microns. Type 7 is from 2 to 11 microns. Type 8 is from 2 to 8 microns. Type 9 is from 2 to 6 microns. These finer grades are manufactured primarily using air classifiers, often combined with partial sieving. Solder powders with precise particle size distributions are essential for advanced technologies such as space rockets, electric flying cars, AI robots, and more. This is a typical particle size distribution for classified toner. The key points regarding 3D printing powder and solder powder are as follows. First, in the metal powder industry, air classification and sieving are indispensable processes. Second, fine powders required for applications like 3D printing, FDM, fused deposition modeling, etc., share characteristics similar to toner, such as powder flowability and controlled particle size distribution. Driven by quality requirements, e.g., smoother surface finishes, particle sizes continue to decrease, moving from approximately 50 microns down to 20 microns or even finer. Third, fine solder powders currently require particle sizes of 10 microns or smaller, a level too fine to achieve using only sieves. Fourth, air classifiers should remove coarse particles and also excessively fine particles to precisely define the product's top size and ensure maximum yield of the desired fine powder. Fifth, wire mesh sieves with 13 micron and 16 micron openings are now available. They are suited for spherical metal powder production. Sixth, classification and sieving are both essential technologies for precisely controlling particle size distributions, enabling cost-effective, high-quality powder production. The key points regarding wheat flour and pulse flour are as follows. First, in the grain industry, precise control of protein and starch content is critical. Second, protein and starch percentages vary significantly in wheat flour and pulse flour. Third, classifying flour particles within the 8 to 15 micron range enables accurate control of these percentages. Fourth, we use the Nissin Turbo Classifier TC25M to precisely adjust and maintain consistent protein content. We have the office in Chicago, conveniently located near O'Hare International Airport. The Nissin Turbo Classifier TC15NS and TC25M are available for toll processing services. We have another micron order air classifier called ElbowJet. We also have a vibratory sieve at our Chicago facility. 13 microns or 16 microns or coarser opening wire mesh is available. As electronic devices and components continue to become smaller and more compact, solder pastes containing finer particles are essential for mounting tiny components onto limited substrate areas. Traditionally, sieves have been effective mainly for larger particles of around 30 microns or more. However, the development of 977 mesh technology now makes it possible to accurately screen much finer powders, including Type 5 and even Type 6. In summary, first, air classification services are available at our Chicago facility, capable of producing powders with precise, narrow particle size distributions ranging from submicron up to 20 microns. Second, we also provide vibratory sieving services for spherical powders, achieving precise size separation down to a cut size of 13 to 16 micrometers. First, to efficiently produce fine powders, it is essential to select a classification or sieving machine that matches the particle size and material characteristics. Second, with advanced classification technologies, it is possible to produce plastic powders for 3D printing that closely resemble toner in both particle shape and size distribution, especially when targeting a D50 of 10 microns or finer. Third, as the trend toward finer metal powders continues, air classifiers are increasingly used as alternatives to traditional sieving. They can effectively remove particles smaller than 2, 5, or 15 microns. However, sieving with 13 or 16 micron wire mesh still plays a critical role in precisely removing coarse particles. Silhouette. For 3D printing resins, the material characteristics differ from toner, making pulverization more challenging. Therefore, ongoing development in pulverization techniques is necessary to meet the demands of 3D printing applications. Thank you for your attention.